Rome in the early 1st century was ruled not only by law, but by fear. At its center stood Emperor Tiberius, withdrawn, suspicious, and increasingly distant from the city he governed. Yet the greatest threat to his stability did not come from foreign enemies. It came from within his own family. Agrippina the Elder was the granddaughter of Augustus. She was also the wife of Germanicus, Rome's most admired general. The legions trusted him, and the people adored him. But in imperial Rome, popularity could be fatal. In the year 19, Germanicus died suddenly in the east. Rumors spread quickly. Poison, political conspiracy. Agrippina believed he had been murdered, and she did not hide her suspicion. When she returned to Rome with his ashes, crowds filled the streets. Their grief was real, and so was their anger. Tiberius saw something else. He saw a rival dynasty forming around Germanicus's widow and her sons. At his side stood Lucius Aelius Sejanus, prefect of the Praetorian Guard. Sejanus understood power, he understood fear, and he understood that succession in Rome was never guaranteed. Gradually, accusations began to surface. Not open rebellion, but charges of maestas, treason against the emperor. Agrippina's eldest sons, Nero Caesar and Drusus Caesar, were targeted first. They were accused of disloyalty, of ambition, of threatening imperial stability. The Senate condemned them. They were imprisoned, and both would die in confinement, isolated, starved, forgotten. Agrippina protested. She wrote letters. She accused Sejanus openly. In doing so, she sealed her fate. In the year 29, she was arrested and exiled to the island of Pandateria. There was no public defense, no real trial, only removal. There, under guard, she endured isolation as her family line was dismantled. Yet politics in Rome remained unstable. In 31, Sejanus himself fell from power. Accused of conspiracy, he was executed. But for Agrippina, the reversal came too late. She died in exile in the year 33. 2 of her sons were gone. Only one survived. Gaius. Young enough to avoid early suspicion, careful enough to remain useful. When Tiberius died in 37, Rome required a successor. Gaius, later known as Caligula, was elevated to the throne. The son of the woman once exiled as a threat now ruled the empire. Agrippina the Elder did not live to see it, but her struggle revealed a truth about imperial Rome. Power did not simply pass through bloodlines. It survived through elimination. And in that system, visibility, popularity, and defiance were not virtues. They were risks.